welcome to High Vibes for You. My name is Michelle, and welcome to the Capricorn season birthday vibes video. It's officially here. I'm excited for you guys, so happy birthday to you. If I missed your birthday yesterday, because today is the 23rd, happy belated birthday. I hope you had a great one. And basically, the birthday season spread for me is one that I created to show you what you could be working on, what you're gaining this birthday season, what you're leaving behind, the lessons, and kind of the outcome or direction that you're headed in. So we're going to go ahead and dive right into that now. We're going to start out with the tarot. I'm using the Radiant Wider Weight Tarot deck. And I'm going to do a couple quick shuffles. I've already pre-shuffled, but we're just going to do a couple more and jump right into it. I will say I meditated before I did your spread, and the main words that came to mind was growth and expansion. Was the overall energy I was picking up. So let's take a further look to see what exactly it is that you're growing and expanding. Strength. Let's see here. This is going to be for Capricorn birthday season. Okay, so the overall energy for this birthday season for Capricorn, please. Overall energy. The Wheel of Fortune. So things moving in a new direction, good karma coming to you. Like I said, it's growth and expansion. I feel like the work that you've been putting in is like now you're starting to see the benefits of it. Oh my goodness. So now we're going to take a look and see what you're leaving behind. Oops, fell on my lap. We have the King of Pentacles. So we're going to do some clarifying, but leaving this behind, the King of Pentacles energy, maybe that wanted to fall on the floor. Clarify the King of Pentacles. Why is the King of Pentacles here, please? Working. So maybe this King of Pentacles was someone you were working for. This could also be a business partner, but I feel like this is a job. This is something that you... relating to business is really what I'm picking up here. So you're leaving either an old business that you were running behind, or a certain way that you were working on this business behind, or this is an actual boss that you're leaving behind. So we're going to continue to pull what you are gaining this season. We have the Eight of Cups. It flipped out in reverse. So typically in the upright, the Eight of Cups is walking away from things that are no longer serving you. But this could be somebody returning to you that wasn't serving you. You could have somebody coming back to try to work things out for you that you walked away from. I don't usually do reversals, but let's see real quick why this came out in the reverse. So yeah, somebody could definitely be returning back to you that's been holding themselves from you, and you're going to find out why. They're going to come with some type of truth as to what they've been holding from you with the Empress card here. So, yeah. And then we have the Seven of Cups with the Transformation card. So let's see, what is the Eight of... Oh, that fell out real quick. Yeah, this is something that you have put to rest. A situation, a person that may have caused you some pain, and you've gotten over it, walking away from it with the Eight of Cups. So what you're gaining is perhaps somebody coming back to you to apologize, or to come back to give you a fresh start, or try to attempt a new start with you. We do have the Emperor, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Cups. So I feel like this is someone who was very maybe controlling, very much unexpressive in their feelings, or not very good at expressing their feelings. Just kind of like hiding behind their appearance, like showing you one thing and it really being another thing. But you knew as the High Priestess that this person did feel something for you, or you knew that you needed to walk away, or both, if you will. So this person is coming back. This Emperor is coming back to you with this Eight of Cups energy here. So now we're going to take a look at what the future and the outcome is looking like for you. we have the Magician. So definitely in your power, manifesting, creating the reality that you want, working on your goals. You could be starting your own business. This is also you just going after what it is that you desire and being successful at obtaining it. See, there's been some confusion surrounding that. And I feel like you've gained some clarity or some assistance or the knowledge that was missing. Whatever this was, you've gained the information you needed to birth this into fruition. Because when I see the 8 of Wands and the 5 of Wands, there's the 3 of Wands. And the 3 of Wands is all about expansion. It's about making decisions and choices and receiving information. And then we have the 9 of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment. So you're sitting here with your arms crossed, waiting on this success to come in through the alchemy that you've received or you've been working with. What is the cause of this change? There was a lack. There was you weren't getting enough for your services. This could be you not getting paid enough. This could be you not getting an equal give and take in the relationships that you were dealing with. But the cause of this change was an imbalance here with the give and take, with what you were putting out and what you were receiving back. So I'm trying to get where I put my cards here. I'm looking at my spread. Let's see. Yeah, because it was very burdensome, whatever it was that you were committed to. And I feel like this was a job. This is also relationships. It's a lot of different things that you were looking at. Because like I said, you walked away from some things already with the 8 of Cups, but it came back in reverse, meaning that somebody is returning. And so this doesn't necessarily have to be your energy that you're walking back to something that no longer served you. But I feel like this is somebody that's coming back to you. But whatever your commitments were, they were very burdensome and they were causing you a lot of anxiety. So that's what caused this shift, is that you weren't getting an equal give and take. The lack that you were experiencing was causing this energy here. And you wanted a new beginning, a brand new start, with the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. What's the lesson behind the 6 of Pentacles? The King of Cups. So the King of Cups, he's full of love. He's very compassionate and empathetic, but he doesn't always show everything or show all of his love. And I feel like this is where your energy is now. Is like you understand your emotions and you're very in tune with them. You have a lot of love, but I feel like this is self-love that has come in. Like you've understood, like, you know what, I could hold this cup for myself and be full of self-love and self-worth and be doing better and feel better than trying to get it from elsewhere. Clarify the King of Cups being here as the lesson for the 6 of Pentacles. Why is the King of Cups here? That fell on the floor. The 8 of Pentacles in the upright is speaking on working on something. The 8 of Pentacles in the reverse is obviously you're not putting in the work or the effort. And I feel like this was you not working on yourself, not putting in or having the self-worth, if you will, or putting in enough time with yourself or spending enough time with yourself to feel the self-worth, the self-value, to demand this even exchange of the 6 of Pentacles, whether this be in a working environment or personal relationships. This is why that energy fell out. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Swords. So there was some type of pain that you were experiencing where, you weren't thinking highly of yourself. You weren't standing up for yourself in terms of making sure that your values weren't being compromised and you weren't being taken advantage of, so to speak. And you've been kind of keeping some thoughts to yourself and holding on to some limiting beliefs here with the 3 of Swords that's been getting in the way of you being happy, being able to fully experience this self-love here. And then we have the 6 of Cups with the 2 of Swords. It caused a lot of confusion on the decisions that you wanted to make for things that you deeply desired. This could also be someone that you've been dealing with that caused you to feel this way. Maybe you went through a tumultuous time with someone that you were in a relationship with. And it could also be someone that you were working with as well, because I said you were leaving the King of Pentacles behind coming into the Capricorn season. So let's see here. What is the lesson behind the King of Cups? this wanted to fly out too. And it's the Page of Swords. And he wanted to fly out in the reverse. I do not do reversals. So when my cards fly out in reverse, it truly means that I'm supposed to look at the opposite of the meaning. And so the lesson here, I guess I should have left that there. With the Page of Swords in the upright, it's all about a new way of communicating, a new way of thinking, new ideas. And in the communication in the upright, sometimes it's kind of like quick and harsh, or it could just be like just saying whatever comes to your mind. But when it's in the reverse, this is kind of like all talk, no action type deal. So maybe the boss that you were dealing with, and maybe this is even your energy, maybe you were trying to work for yourself and start your own business, and you kept talking about it and kept wanting to do it and researching it, but never really had the action behind the plans that you were putting in place. Others of you, this is just your boss or this King of Pentacle energy here. Whoever was financially secure around you, this is this person possibly saying that they were going to help you and that they were going to do this for you, do that for you. And you realize that all their cups were empty promises. And so this is why the Page of Swords is in reverse. You realize that you were dealing with someone that was very immature, that wasn't very logical in their communication. They just said whatever came to mind, so to speak. And then what they said, it wasn't any truth to it. It was just kind of, I'm going to say what sounds good in the moment and never follow through with the action. Let's see, why is the Page of Cups here in reverse? Why is the Page of Cups here the Page of Swords? Why is the Page of Swords in reverse? Page of Pentacles. So there was an opportunity. I like using this deck when talking about the birthday seasons, because whenever the Page of Pentacles pops up, it shows how there's an opportunity that's in front of you, but it's like it's like at your fingertips, like you can barely grab it. And so I feel like that's how this King of Pentacles was with this opportunity, or with this pentacle. Every time they would talk about it, they say they're gonna give it to you, but it's like you never really, like you could touch it, you know what I'm saying, but you can't have it. Like you can never hold it for yourself. So I'm trying to make it so you can see it, I'm sorry. But there we go. In that regard, it was just immature energy. This King of Pentacles really wasn't mature. And even if they were a person that's financially stable, it's just their personality was all messed up when it came to giving to others or extending opportunities or even communicating. There was an issue. So what is the reason? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here for Capricorn season? Oh, sorry. Oh, well, I can't apologize. It came out. It came out in the reverse again. So you got the Ace of Wands here as the why for the Wheel of Fortune. The Ace of Wands here for the Wheel of Fortune is saying that this is a new beginning. This is like a yes from the universe. And the reason why is because this was not moving. Whatever person or work environment or situation, business you were stagnant on, it wasn't booming, it wasn't going. And they weren't, they were just all talk, essentially. They weren't giving you a new beginning. They weren't bringing this passionate conversation to fruition, so to speak. So this is why you have the Wheel of Fortune now. It's like the good karma coming forward. And like I said, when I meditated, I saw growth and expansion. And the full vision that I got was a gardener, and it was new soil. Like you didn't even want to use the existing dirt that was there. You went out and you bought new soil, you got new seeds, you had some flowers that already had roots that you just needed to pull out the pot and put in the ground, and you were uprooting all the old existing plants. Not all of them, but most of them that were just kind of sitting there but not multiplying like they were supposed to. Like some of the plants were supposed to bloom with new buds, but they didn't. Some of them, they didn't even come back. And then some of the other flowers, they were just weeds. They weren't even flowers. So they were just lifeless around in the garden. And so that's what I picture, is that you're growing and expanding your garden and implementing new things and taking out things that weren't proving to be beneficial to you. So with the Ace of Wands, what is the Ace of Wands in reverse? And look, here's that Emperor again at the bottom of the deck. Wow, this Emperor had you stuck in your head and wasn't allowing you to move forward. You leaving this person was overcoming a major obstacle for you. With the Five of Wands, all I see is, look, and I said the Five of Wands. This is the energy that I'm seeing with the Seven of Wands here. It was the Five of Wands energy where it was a lot of confusion. It was a lot of internal confusion for yourself, which is why we see the Eight of Swords here. You were stuck in your head mentally, which is why we also see the Five of Swords here. It was negative thinking, replaying events, replaying conversations, replaying negative thoughts in your head about yourself and preventing you from taking this leap of faith. So then when we get to, and that's where I was going with that, with the Eight of Swords here. This is just the Three of Sword energy and the Five of Sword energy, where you are letting, or were letting, negative thinking essentially overpower the situation. And it was a painful situation involving you and someone else. It could have been a third party situation that you were walking away from. It could have also been an imbalance or injustice where you were working, where other people were benefiting more from the job in whatever way, shape, or form, whether it be through promotion, through bonuses, them actually getting the bonus and you always having something come up to where you can't get yours, or just in the treatment, so to speak, where you notice that it's this unspoken favoritism going on and you're treated like Cinderella. So, and then when I was going with the Seven of Wands is that the Five of Wands energy is there. That was a confusion. And the Two of Wands is you finally making that choice, that decision that, you know what, no, it's this sense of self-discovery, because the Two of Wands is essentially discovery. When you think of the Two of Wands, the person has the world in their hand and then they have a wand in the other hand. And the second wand is usually posted off somewhere to the side. It's like bolted somewhere, if not just planted in the ground. So that speaks to you choosing this Ace of Wands that was in reverse. You realize that the other wand that, like I said, was stuck and stagnant is just that. It wasn't getting anywhere. You were just spinning your gears and it was causing a negative impact on you. So you've overcome that with this Capricorn season. Or if you haven't, you're in the midst of overcoming this energy. And what was the cause? Which I think I kind of just said that. I'm going into the why. But what was the cause? Yeah, Page of Wands all over again. This came out sideways. So I feel like it's you discovering that you have new passions within you that you want to discover. Like I said, it's like this sense of self-discovery, this new way of communicating with people, these new passions that you realize, like, you know what, I actually do have something I'm good at that I can go expand on. This is you, some of you guys even deciding to work for yourself. But essentially, it's you discovering this new love for yourself that's allowing you to create the life that you want and go out there and create relationships where it's a balance between the two, where what the value you bring, it matches, or if not, the value that they bring matches your value, if not exceeds it, to where you guys are both benefiting, so to speak. And it's balanced between you all. And some of you guys, yeah, you were dealing with a third party. It's like you walking away from someone who is dealing with three people here with the Three of Pentacles to you being by yourself. And I love this example. I don't think I'm using this for no reason. I saw this example in another tarot reading. And it's funny that you got the Three of Swords and this same card popped up the way she explained it. It was like there was somebody or something getting in the way, or somebody had somebody else. You chose yourself. And then now it's this balance harmoniously going forward in the new relationships that you're getting. And it's like justice being brought to you with the scales here. And that's what this Wheel of Fortune is speaking to. And so you have this new sense of exploration because you're discovering things about yourself. You're discovering new talents. You're discovering that how you've been living is not how, it's a false truth. Essentially, the thoughts and the situations that you've been putting yourself in. And so look, like I said, the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and here's the Devil card. And I'll even take the Knight of Swords here, or the Knight of Wands. This is saying that you slowly but surely have been making your way to this decision, to this junction, through the work that you've been putting in. And in Capricorn season, that's what that speaks to as well, especially with your birthday season. You have a dope one because the new moon that's happening is, it's a new moon in Capricorn, I believe is what they called it. And it's Jupiter going, it's because with this new moon eclipse, we have the influence of Jupiter as well, Jupiter being in Capricorn. So that's just an amount, like an enormous amount of energy that's going to help you bring these ideas and bring this new you into fruition. And I'm doing a video on it to further explain, but the benefit about this energy is that it's supposed to last longer than just a month. Back to your reading, the Knight of Pentacles here, this is speaking to you slowly but surely working on this. Maybe you've been taking gradual steps leading you up to this point, but with the Knight of Pentacles to the Three of Wands, it's you patiently and diligently working on your expansion and going out to see new horizons, trusting in the unknown and birthing a new reality for yourself and walking away from this devil energy here. And the Two of Wands here, this could be an old you that you're leaving behind. Like the two wands here that I see that are behind him in this depiction, and then the devil card here, it's like you're leaving people, it's you're leaving jobs, it's you leaving old beliefs. Like it's a shadow side of yourself that you're walking away from, and it could just be a toxic person or toxic relationships, but you impulsed on that. You were back and forth between it, but you finally overcame that through looking at what you've accomplished, what you have to offer, seeing the value within yourself here, and realizing that, hey, I got options. I'm the King of Wands out here. Like, I'm confident. I got this. I don't need to stay in this energy. So that's what I got for you as far as your birthday season energy. You're walking away from some toxic relationships that have been keeping you stuck and stagnant and unable to expand your vision for yourself. And this is also business related as well. For some of you, you guys are moving away from working for other people to really working on yourself. Working for yourself. So now I'm going to get you the overall energy for your birthday season using the Energy Oracle deck. And then I have a couple more oracle cards for you, and that'll conclude your reading. So for Capricorn season, please, overall energy. Anything else? Wow. Look, bottom of the deck, action. 1 plus 7 is 8. And 8 to me is working, putting in the work, grinding hard. And it's like you are now no longer in this shadow self of you. Like, see how this horse is like not running. This horse is taking off. So storm warning, which is 10, which is new beginnings. It's the storm warning to me is you breaking things down, shaking things up, things being shaken up, if you will, only to be rebuilt with sturdier foundations, new horizons to explore. And that's what this Wheel of Fortune is to me. It's new beginnings that are coming your way, that you're actually manifesting. And in order to have your internal match your physical, some things have to be shaken up. Some people got to be removed from your life. Then there's also certain places that you can no longer go. You know what I mean? There's certain things you can no longer do as part of your lifestyle, healthy choices that you need to make. All of that is a part of ascension. And so for the direction, well, I'll wait to do that one because I almost forgot. I got a new deck. I love this deck. It's very, very cute. It's called the Soul's Journey, I believe is what it's called. But basically, I want to give you what you're leaving behind, the energy, and what you're gaining as well. So what you're leaving behind, wow. Indecision. Wow, that flew out real quick. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Yes. So you're no longer indecisive about taking this leap of faith in this opportunity. Like I said, you were probably back and forth for a while, wondering if you should. You and feeling like, oh, I can't do this. I have to do this. This has to be like this, like trying to stay grounded and take the logical approach. But it's like, no, that doesn't always work. Sometimes you got to go off of your emotions. And I know Capricorns are very much logical people. They're very good at making those hard decisions. But when it comes to the emotional side, I feel like that may be where you were struggling, because that's a lot of emotions right there with the 8 of Cups. So what is it that you're gaining as a result? What are Capricorns gaining this birthday season? What is being gained this birthday season? Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. That's your energy all day long. You are going to persevere this birthday season. You're going to be able to do whatever you set your mind to. Like I said, you're in this magician energy. The magician can manifest whatever it is that he wants. And you have the Wheel of Fortune on your side here. Purpose. I know what I am here to do. A lot of you guys have discovered your self-purpose, are on the path to discovering your self-purpose. So that is beautiful. And then the future outcome, a card for the future outcome after Capricorn's birthday season, what to expect. I'll even give you 3. So let me get a card for going into the birthday season, during the birthday season, midway through, and the end. What to expect, please. 3 cards. All right, so the beginning, please. No place like home. So a lot of you guys probably will be staying at home. I'm going to read you what the card means, but I feel like it's like you're going to, instead, maybe you were a person that always went out, or maybe you were a person that visited a lot of people or dealt with different people, but it's kind of like you discover the people that you need to deal with, and it's like this sense of home. But then it's also you realizing that within yourself there's no place of comfort like being secure within oneself, having that self-love here with the King of Cup energy, with the no place like home. And this is change as well with the number 5 there. So midway during the birthday season, please. Serendipity. This is like wish fulfillment to me. This is luck on your side. 1 + 8 is 9. So we're going to look that one up as well. And then after, towards the end, the birthday season. Just one, please. The end of the birthday season, please. We have by the book, which is the number 11. Okay, so let me get you what they mean. Start with 50. No place like home. The essential meaning is authenticity. So there are times when what is familiar and known is not the best choice. Human beings are memory-driven creatures. We all look for certainty for what we know, even if the qualities we seek in other people and in external conditions are expressed in unhealthy ways. Avoid being too eager to find home. Choose something unfamiliar and trust that you will find a new normal that supports your spirit. Remember, if you do what you did, you'll get what you got. Do the opposite of what feels right, even if it's uncomfortable, because what feels right is really what feels familiar, and you will attract and be drawn to the very things you don't want anymore. This time will not be different unless you do something different. And so to me, this card right here is also speaking to this person that may be trying to come back to you. And maybe this is your energy where you feel like you want to go back to this person. Maybe this is a cycle that never ends. What this is saying basically is that this person that you think is really good for you, or that is, it feels right to you. This person could have been enabling you to be in that toxic behavior, because remember, we did have the Devil card come out, which shows a codependent type relationship. And codependency isn't just relying on for finances, which that could have very well been a part of it as well, with the Six of Pentacles there coming up as a problem. But to me, what that is saying overall is that you need to experience new relationships. You need to take time to yourself and just kind of be by yourself and really tune into what it is that you want, what you're desiring, your values, your worth, and you'll be able to get that and demand that more so in the relationships going forward, or in your conditions, working environments, whatever, because you'll be exuding that, because you'll really feel it within yourself, and you won't look for others to place that value on you. So with 18, serendipity, opportunity allied with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck, and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. Perhaps you felt almost certain that that serendipitous events were meant to lead to something better. It was supposed to be the perfect business, or that person that you gave your heart to was supposed to be the one, yet it all fell apart. Consider this: sometimes synchronicity and serendipity come together to lead you directly to difficulties in order to deliver an important lesson you need to learn before you hit the jackpot. Don't get caught up in the drama of disappointment. There really is a silver lining in the clouds. Spirit always knows what you need and is guiding you where you are meant to go. Pay attention to the signs presented to you. So like I said, this was supposed to happen, but the good fortune is right here. The Wheel of Fortune is moving in your favor. Things are turning in a new direction for you. You just got to make sure you don't choose the same habits before and step outside your comfort zone. And know that whatever didn't work out, it was for a reason. And the lesson that you took was greater than whatever left or whatever fell apart, because you have a new sense of self. And self-love is priceless. And that's worth more than any other relationship, because you can't have a loving, harmonious relationship when you don't fully love yourself. You're too dependent on the other person to give you that love, and it has to come from within first. So then we have 11, which is by the book. Abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs, universal laws. Now is the time for a real change in consciousness, as you are incited to revolt. Challenge the structures that are limiting authentic progress. It is not enough to rebel in small ways. This is a call to revolution. Focus on what you really want to achieve, regardless of whether it feels so far outside the box that established order may reject it. Genius, invention, and transformation are rarely comfortable and less likely to be accepted by the mainstream. It may be time for you to say no to the way of your group, take a stand, or make real changes. It could be that the structure of your inner world is altering you to the need for a complete overhaul. This is a time for transformation, so let go of the fear of change. Your intuition will lead you through the darkness. There is no turning back now. Trust the light. Trust that the light will dawn. And epiphanies will surely lead to miracles. Look, that's on point with what I just read to you and what you experienced. So whether it be a working environment that you walked away from to start your own business, or to just go and work for someone else so you could have more time to work on your own business, I really feel like a lot of you guys are starting something from scratch and starting to do your own thing. But overall energy is essentially you expanding on yourself, what you want, and bringing it into fruition. And some of you guys have been working on something for a while, and you needed to cut some people out so that way you could really propel forward, because they've been hindering you and feeding you these lies and just negative thinking and holding past memories over you that were keeping you in the Eight of Swords energy, being stuck in your head. So overall though, your birthday looks lit. It looks like you guys are gonna have a great season of expansion, and the self-love is priceless, like I said. So you loving yourself, it starts there. New relationships are going to blossom for you. Luck is on your side, and just hold on to that. So I hope this reading was helpful for you. I hope that it helped bring another confirmation for you in the decisions that you're making. And I'm sending you lots of love, clarity, peace, and abundance and overflow. And until my next video, continue to vibe high. Bye.